Hey guys! Today on Pavverse, we're diving into episode 5 of Buried Hearts. If you missed the previous episodes, don't worry, you can find the links in the description below. In the last episode, we saw Yumnam talking to Dong Joo. She mentions his name, but just then, the manager Dong Joo approaches her and strikes up a conversation. Dong Joo asks if Yumnam really knows him. Just as he's about to confront her, a man grabs Dong Joo by the collar, demanding to know what game he's playing. Dong Joo explains that he has lost his memory. He tries to move away, but the man lunges at him. During the scuffle, Dong Joo gets hurt. Yumnam later speaks privately with Dong Joo, handing him her phone and saying she'll call him. As she leaves, Dong Joo asks, "What's your name?" She introduces herself as Yumnam and then gets into her car. Meanwhile, a text message and a call alert another character, Woo, that Dong is there. Woo then informs Junes, who sternly responds, "Dong Joo must not escape this time. My men are on their way. Bring him to me." In another scene, we see June's men storing water, apparently preparing to use it to torture Dong Joo. Elsewhere, Koo and his men are waiting outside, growing restless as Dong Joo hasn't appeared. Koo decides to check inside, opening the door to find Dong Joo standing right there. Dong Joo slips past him and heads outside. One of the men approaches with a syringe, but before anything happens, the shop manager Dong Joo rushes over, handing Dong Joo a dress and reminding him of an order he had previously placed. She also mentions Chairman Gang Chan, saying she needs to talk to him privately. Dong Joo agrees and follows her inside. The story shifts to Chairman Gang Chan, who is with his son-in-law, Do-soo, and a neurologist named Lin. The chairman is worried because he feels like he's forgetting things and fears early signs of dementia. Despite this, he invites Do-soo to join him for a meal. Meanwhile, Koo and his men continue waiting for Dong Joo. One of them goes to check inside and learns from the manager that Dong Joo has already left. Koo relays this information to Woo, who immediately sets off in pursuit. We catch up with Dong Joo at a restaurant where he's eating alone. Coincidentally, Chairman Gang Chan and his son-in-law are also there. The chairman realizes it's Do-soo's birthday, which he had completely forgotten. He admits to feeling like he's forgotten something important, but he can't quite figure out what it is. Do-soo presses him, but the chairman remains silent. As Dong Joo leaves, he pays the restaurant owner, who takes a good look at him. The owner later informs the chairman about seeing Dong Joo eating alone. The chairman rushes outside but finds that Dong Joo is already gone. While walking, Dong Joo gets a call from Yumnam, who asks if he truly lost his memory. Dong Joo confirms, speaking formally and even calling her ma'am. Yumnam stops him, saying, "Don't call me that." She asks him to meet her at her grandfather's house, which is also Chairman Gang Chan's residence. She reveals that Dong Joo used to work for the chairman as an executive director. She promises to send him the location. Shortly after, she confronts Yumnam, questioning why she was on his phone and why she wasn't at the hospital with her husband. Yumnam responds sharply, warning him to be more careful next time. She says if he repeats his mistake, she won't go to Dong Joo but will stay by his side at the hospital. Dong Joo, now alone, tries to piece together his lost memories. The manager had told him he was planning a long vacation with his bride and had asked for a dress. But none of this rings a bell. He asks an employee if there's another way out, mentioning his memory loss and fear of being attacked. The employee helps him escape through a hidden route. In the present, Woo's men close in on Dong Joo. One of them manages to inject him with something, but at the last moment, Chairman Gang Chan arrives. Dong Joo, unable to recognize him, instinctively pushes his hand away. The chairman gently introduces himself and expresses relief at seeing Dong Joo, even joking that they share the same illness. He invites him to sit down and talk, but Dong Joo, feeling uneasy, slips away into a taxi. Woo, still trailing him, gets outmaneuvered. He reports to Junes that Dong Joo not only escaped but also didn't recognize him or the chairman. Junes warns everyone to be careful because if Dong Joo regains his memory, he might find out who shot him. Elsewhere, Yumnam has a tense conversation with her mother, asking for her phone. When her mother refuses, Yumnam accuses her of pretending to be a good mom after sending her away to the States. She recalls a painful memory where she tried to harm herself while her mother cried and bandaged her wounds. Yumnam had demanded the truth about her father's accident, insisting her mother confess that her lover, Lido, was involved. Back in the present, Yumnam visits Lido to get the phone. Lido asks about Dong, and she tells him that although Dong Joo is fine, he has lost all his memories. Meanwhile, the chairman and his family, including Rachel, gather together. When asked about his injury, Chi lies, saying he just fell. The chairman admonishes Chi, reminding him of his responsibilities as a prosecutor. Dosa defends Chi, saying they were only joking. In another part of the city, Junes discusses Dong Joo's condition with Leto, debating whether his memory loss is real or just an act. Leto is certain it's genuine because Dong Joo had saved him from drowning without recognizing him. Back at the hospital, neurologist Lin conducts tests on the chairman. She reports that the results are not normal and more tests are needed. Later, Junes visits Dong Joo, who is confused and frightened, unable to recognize him. Junes tries to jog his memory, but Dong Joo remains distant. Lin steps in, insisting they leave so she can continue her evaluation. In the final scenes, Yumnam visits Dong Joo's house, searching through his belongings. She recalls a conversation where Dong Joo had said he planned to propose to someone, only to realize she was getting married to someone else. She decides to take a photo with her. Meanwhile, at the hospital, Dong is put through more tests, but things take a dark turn as he is drugged and kidnapped. Yumnam, arriving at the hospital with Yazoo, just misses seeing him. The episode ends with Dong Joo being submerged in water, a voice over the microphone demanding the password if he wants to survive. And that's where this intense episode leaves us hanging. We will be back with episode 6 tomorrow.